Hi there, I'm Shilpa from SpeakSmartEnglish.com. This is the second part of the intriguing topic silent letters. Have you watched the first part completely? Could you find any more examples based on these rules and also the exceptions? If you haven't watched that video yet, then you can find it here. In today's lesson, we are going to learn the remaining rules. So, let's begin. So, the first letter is silent letter K. Before we understand the rule, let's look at some examples. Knife, night, knee, need, know, knowledge, knock, knuckle. Have you noticed? The spelling is K and N, but I'm pronouncing only N. So that's the rule. K is generally not pronounced when it comes before N at the beginning of a word. Will you remember that? The next one is silent letter L. Let's understand the rule first. L is not pronounced when it comes after vowels A, O and U. Let's look at some examples to understand this better. So the words like calm, balm, walk, talk, chalk, then salmon, almond. L is coming after A and so we are not pronouncing it. Now after O, examples like folk, yoke, or after U, here are some examples. Could, should, would, we are not pronouncing the L. But there are exceptions. And which are they? Words like hello, halt, bulk, sulk, or mold, sold, shoulder, bold, hold, we are pronouncing the L. Okay? The next rule is about silent letter N. N is not pronounced when it comes after M at the end of a word. For example, column, hymn, autumn, solemn, condemn. It's not difficult. I'm sure you will remember this. The next one is of silent letter O. O is not pronounced when it comes before U, or it is pronounced as A, like in the case of sound, pound, cloud. So it is ow. Okay. But in examples like boutique, root, routine, spout, sprout, drought, sour, we are not pronouncing O at all. The next letter is silent letter P. P is not pronounced in the combination PS and PN, and there are ample examples about it. Psychiatrist, psychology, psychologist, psychotherapy, psychotic, then pseudonym, pneumonia, pneumatic. So many examples. But there is one more word which comes in the combination PT and still P is silent. And which is that word? It's receipt. Generally, P and T combination, we pronounce P and T both, like in the case of adopt, adapt, prompt, but receipt is an exception. Next is the combination P and H. So PH is sometimes pronounced as F, that is F. Like in these examples, telephone, paragraph, alphabet, phonetic, philosophy, philanthropy. Next one is silent letter S. S is not pronounced when it comes before L in these words. Island, isle, isle, islet. And in the case of this word, that is debris. So remember not to pronounce S when it comes before L. The next one is letter T. In this case, there is no particular rule. We just need to remember that there are several words in which we don't pronounce T. Here is the list. Castle, Christmas, fasten, listen, whistle, thistle, then bustle, hasten, depot, rapport, ballet, gourmet, often, and valet. I'm sure there are many more words, but here is this small list for you. Now that is your task to find out more such words. But before we move ahead, just remember that often can also be pronounced as often, and same way valet as valet. Both the pronunciations are right. Also, in case of, I said castle, that is British English pronunciation. You can say it as castle in American English. The next letter is silent letter U. U is not pronounced when it comes after G and before a vowel. Like in these examples, guess, guest, guild, guilty, guitar, guide, guidance, guard, and even dengue. Also, in some other words like ought, thought, though, league, we don't pronounce U. And the last letter, that is silent letter W. Rule number 1, W is not pronounced at the beginning of a word when it comes before the letter R. Like in these examples, rap, right, wrong, ring, wrist, wrinkle, wreck, wrestle. And rule number 2 is there are certain words in which we don't pronounce W. Before I talk about these words, I would like to remind you that in the first part we saw that in case of WH words, generally the H is silent, like what, when, where. But there are some WH words in which W is silent. And which are these words? Who, whom, whose, whoever. Okay, again, these are WH, but we are not pronouncing W, but instead we are pronouncing H. And there are some other words like answer, sword, to, where we are not pronouncing W at all. Now that you have learnt all the rules, here is a small exercise. Read the following paragraph loudly and look for the silent letters. So that's it from this lesson. Revise these rules and practice them. Enjoy speaking English and keep learning. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. And if you want to watch more such videos, then do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to all. For any questions, doubts or suggestions, please feel free to contact me through my website or my email address. You can also post your comments in the comments section below. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.